You know that feeling. You have a project due tomorrow, a test to study for, or maybe something important you've been putting off for weeks. But instead, you find yourself watching one more video, playing one more game, or promising yourself, I'll start in 5 minutes. Sound familiar? What if I told you that productivity isn't about being lazy? Nope. It's a habit. And like any habit, it can be broken. Hi, I'm Brian, and today we're going to talk about how to stop procrastinating and start taking control of your time. The difference between success and regret is deciding what you're going to do right now. This video is jammed packed with so many strategies to help you stop procrastinating today. So please be sure to watch to the very end. You don't want to miss a single strategy because it might be that one strategy that helps you take back control of your time. Okay, let's jump into the first strategy, the 5-second rule. Take immediate action right now. You know, most of us wait until we feel like doing something, but that feeling rarely comes. The truth is, motivation follows action, not the other way around. By making a quick decision, you bypass your brain's ability to talk yourself out of it. Here's how it works. The moment you have the urge to do something important, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then move. Don't let your brain talk you into waiting, because if you hesitate, your mind is going to find an excuse. But if you act within the first 5 seconds, you shut down your brain and any doubt before it even starts. Think about how many times that you have said, I'll start in 5 minutes. And then 5 minutes, well, turns into an hour, or worse, it never happens. The 5-second rule stops the delay and forces you to take control right now. The Rock doesn't wait for motivation. He wakes up before the sun, counts down, and he gets moving. He knows that starting is the hardest part, but once he starts, his momentum takes over. And that's exactly what you need to do. Use the 5-second rule. The second you think about doing something, whether it's studying, exercising, or starting a project, count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and get going. Why does this technique work? Because procrastination thrives on hesitation. The more you think about doing something, the more excuses your brain is going to come up with. So don't give yourself time to overthink. Just start. The next strategy is to break down tasks to make them feel smaller. Big tasks feel overwhelming because we see them as some giant mountain instead of for what they really are, a series of small, easy to climb steps. By breaking it down, you eliminate the fear of getting started and make progress feel so much more manageable. Taylor Swift doesn't sit down and magically write an album in one night. She starts with a single lyric, then a melody, and then a song. Step by step, it all comes together. Your work should be the same. One small step at a time. And the same goes for Billie Eilish. She didn't just wake up one day and just make a Grammy-winning album overnight. She did it one song at a time, one lyric, and one moment at a time. That's exactly how you need to approach tasks, and here's how you can do it. First, start with the absolute smallest step. If you need to write a paper, don't think about the whole thing. Just open a blank document and write one sentence. If you need to clean your room, just pick up one item. Once you start, the momentum will kick in. Number 2, use time limits. Set a timer for just 10 minutes and tell yourself that's all you're going to set. Most of the time, you're going to end up doing a lot more because once you get going, it's easy. Number 3, turn it into a game. Challenge yourself. How fast can you read just one page? Or can you finish this small task before the song ends? Making it fun tricks your brain into staying engaged. I do this all the time with projects and tasks, and I have to admit, I love it. Try it out. I just want to say thank you for watching. I am so happy that you're here, and I hope you're finding a ton of value in this video. If you are, please take a moment right now and click the subscribe button here. This channel is packed with motivational and personal development strategies, and it's going to help you transform your life. Strategy number 3. Using the dopamine detox, it's a great way to trick your brain. Social media, video games, and the constant notifications we are designed to get give us hits of dopamine all throughout the day. This is what our brain's reward system wants. But this makes everything else, like studying or working, seem boring. Why is that? Because your brain loves instant gratification. Those video games, social media, junk food. That's why studying or working feels boring in comparison. The solution? Reset your brain's reward system to make productive work fun. Try this 3-step trick, and believe me, your brain is going to thank you for it. Number 1, use the temptation bundle technique. Pair something you already enjoy with something productive. For example, only listen to your favorite music while doing homework, or only watch YouTube videos while exercising. This makes the task even more rewarding. Number 2, make distractions even harder to interrupt you. Put your phone in another room. Use website blockers, or even turn off Wi-Fi while working. Think about it. If your brain has to work hard to get distracted, it's going to be less likely to wander. Number 3, reward yourself, but only after the real work is done. Instead of watching Netflix before studying, flip it. Do 30 minutes of work first, then reward yourself with a short episode or a snack. This trains your brain to crave productivity first. I use these techniques every day, and believe me, they are a lifesaver. Did you know that Ed Sheeran deletes social media apps from his phone while writing an album so he can focus fully on what he is doing? He knows that distractions drains productivity, and to do great work, sometimes we've got to cut out the noise. Strategy number 4, think of future you and make it personal. So we tend to think of our future versions of ourselves as a stranger, someone who we don't have to worry about today that's really far in the future. But future you, it's still you. The decisions you make today create the life you want to live tomorrow. If you wouldn't want to deal with the consequences later, don't make choices you're going to regret now. Emma Watson didn't let her acting career stop from her excelling in school. She thought about future Emma and made decisions that set herself up for success even when it was hard. So let me ask you a question. What choices are you making for your future self today? Maybe a question you need to ask yourself first is, what does my future self want in 1, 3, or even 5 years from now? If this question really hits home, pause the video right now and give it some thought. The answer to those questions literally has the power to change your future. Here are 3 things you can do right now to discover what future you really wants. Number 1, try writing a letter to your future self. This is a fantastic way for those who love to write. Imagine future you. If you could write a letter to yourself right now, what would you want to thank yourself for? Writing it down makes your future feel a lot more real, and it keeps you accountable. Number 2, try visualizing 2 paths. If you are more of a visual learner, picture what life will look like if you keep procrastinating versus if you take action. Which version of you do you want to become? The more vividly you imagine this success, the more motivated you're going to become to move towards it. And number 3, try creating a future me board. If you like to see your vision board come to life in front of you, this is a fantastic strategy. Now, if you've heard of a vision board before, this is very similar. You're going to fill a board or a large piece of paper with images and words that represent the kind of person that you want to become to be successful, to become more disciplined, or to become more confident. When you feel like putting something off, look at that board and ask yourself, what would future me want present me to do right now? This is really going to help you focus your mind on what's really important. And strategy number 5, the no 0-day rule. Success isn't about making giant leaps. It's about consistency. A 0 day is when you do nothing towards your goal. I'll be honest, these are the days you're probably going to feel like crap. If you begin stacking too many of these 0 days together, the effect, it's going to be terrible for your productivity as well as your mental wellness. The key is to strive to always do something, no matter how small, to build momentum and keep the process going. Shawn Mendes says he doesn't let exhaustion stop him from practicing the guitar daily. He knows that showing up, even for just 10 minutes, keeps his skills sharp and his progress moves forward. Shawn doesn't take days off when it comes to progress, and neither should you. Here's how you can implement the no 0 days rule in your life. Number 1, set a minimum daily goal. Even if you're exhausted, do just one small task. Write 1 sentence. Do 1 push-up. Read just 1 page. Keeping the streak alive is what matters most. Something is better than nothing. Number 2, track your progress. Keep a simple calendar or journal where you can mark each day that you've done action. Seeing your streak grow will motivate you like crazy, and you're going to keep going, even on those days that you don't feel like it. Number 3, forgive yourself, but keep moving forward. Even if you miss a day, don't quit. Just make sure it doesn't turn into 2 days. A one-off day is okay, but remember, consistency over time is what leads us to our results. Remember, procrastination isn't about being lazy. It's about choosing discomfort now over regret later. It's about deciding who you really want to be. Every person you admire didn't get there by scrolling for just 5 more minutes. They got off their butts and they took action. Now it's your turn. Let me know, what's one thing that you've been putting off? Let me know in the comments, and I'd love to cheer you on. And if you like this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button to get even more motivational and personalized development tips that's going to help you get where you want to be. And if you want a great follow-up video to watch next, check out this video, and I'll see you next time.